What's up?
Gentlemen, we are 14 days away from the NFL season, which means we are almost at the end of ranking season. Thank God. We just talk about football. But that hasn't stopped the Action Network from putting out their offensive line rankings.
I saw this.
The unanimous number one, the Detroit Lions, obviously.
That's pretty obvious, right?
Mm-hmm. The second tier, Eagles, Colts, Browns, and Chiefs.
Browns have injuries again already in training camp, like they did last year.
Yep,
they had a ton of injuries across that offensive line last year, and they're already dealing with it again. If they stay healthy, they're probably going to be one of the better ones. We'll see.
The third tier, because the Lions were in a tier of their own. The third tier, the Jets, the Chargers, the Falcons, the Steelers, the Rams, the Cowboys, and the Packers.
There's a lot of lines in there to try to keep straight. Cowboys line is probably going to be the worst it's been in years. Lost some players. Badish is getting older. Badish is gone, Zach Martin's going on year, I think he's 33 this year.
At one point, Dallas
Zach
had
Martin?
the best line.
Yes, but it's hard to maintain that, right, Jurko, with free agency and age and injury and everything else.
Yes.
Yeah, like Zach Martin's 32 or 33 now, and he's still a pretty productive performer, but at some point you do expect a little bit of a fall off. The Bruce Matthews of the world are rare, let's face it,
Guys that play about 18 years.
Yeah, where they're still awesome, like at 36 on the O-line. It's just a tough thing to do. So there's a lot in that group, but okay, that's kind of like the middle-ish of the pack group, Adam, right? Are we about halfway through?
Yeah, that would be 6 through 12.
Oh, okay, so still in the top
10.
12.
Yeah.
All right, okay.
Yeah. The next tier is
I don't
13.
think the Cowboys are going to be top 12. Anyway, okay, go ahead.
The next tier is 13 through 19. Last year, the Chicago Bears were in the 6th tier. They ranked 25th. This year, they're in the 4th tier. They rank 18th in offensive line.
Okay, that's probably a good spot to put them.
That's right. Have their offense probably ranked 2.
You're
coming into
right.
the year. And I flashed you 20 earlier. So, I mean, as strong as your offensive line is, probably as strong as your offense is going to be.
Look, Braxton Jones still has to, I think, reach another level.
Yes.
The right guard spot's got to get figured out. Tevin Jenkins has to play a full year. I think they've clearly upgraded center. Hard to get any worse than they were last year. I'm slightly optimistic, but a lot of questions. Still a lot of questions.
Yes.
And
none have been answered.
Not yet.
None have been answered.
I feel pretty good about Darnell Wright. I'll trust what you tell us.
Yep.
You guys see it and you say, no, this is going to be fine. He's young. He's getting better. He's going to be fine.
This is the problem. 5 have to play as 1.
Yeah.
And when you don't have everybody, it's hard to get the 5 playing as 1.
And
that's the difficulty.
And Braxton Jones on the left side of that line, to me, still they like him. Okay, still has to get better and has to get stronger with that inside hand. Let's face it.
Yeah, he's not a $25 million tackle, which eventually is what he's going to want to be. He needs to get a little bit better, yes.
Okay, what else, Adam?
Aaron Rodgers might have more time to do another interview for this book that Jurko is going to read while he's on vacation. He will not be playing in the final preseason game of the season.
Probably smart. Did I see some stuff where they were showing some video where he's sort of favoring his foot again?
I mean, I was looking at video from today, and he looked pretty good.
Oh, he did?
He was throwing some dimes.
All right.
Bryce Young will play for the Panthers in their final game on Saturday.
Makes sense.
And I think we know that's kind of it.
I don't think Aaron, and I know, like Jurko said, the Steelers have to figure out who their quarterback is.
Funny you should mention that.
Oh, really? Because I know Russell Wilson said he is playing.
Yeah.
In their final exhibition game.
Our next item, Charles Robinson of Yahoo with a report that the Steelers Brain Trust believes that the 2025 starting quarterback is already on the roster. So next year's starter is already on the roster. Time is running out for Russell Wilson to show he can be a dependable starter. Meanwhile, the internal feel is that Fields' exceptional running and playmaking could cover for his still developing passing ability. Heading into the preseason finale, Fields has a better chance than ever to win this job.
Okay.
Well, good for Justin Fields.
Why do they talk about the 2025 quarterback?
Because they're not going to draft one.
Yeah, I heard Charles Robinson last week saying the same thing. He's reporting that internally they don't think they have to go find a quarterback in next offseason.
They think, what are they going to franchise Justin Fields a year from now?
Whoever it is,
no fifth-year option, right?
It's either the two guys who are battling in camp will be their long-term starter.
All right, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Still have my doubts.
At least like until Justin, 2026.
So I hope he does okay.
At least until 2026. They're talking about this year and 25.
Yeah. Well, you could. Justin does not have a 5th year now. They didn't pick up the option.
No.
So you could franchise him.
No. Why would you do that?
I like the phrase still developing passing ability. Good luck with that.
You know, Justin's played 40 games. At some point, you want it to stop being still developing. And you're like, yeah, we know we have a real star quarterback. And I wish Justin the best. I like him. I don't see it, but good luck.
You know he's going to have great runs.
Yeah, of course he will.
You know he's going to complete some balls against man-to-man coverage.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he will do that.
That's a good point, Jurko. Zone's going to give him some fits.
You'll see the highlights.
Yeah.
You may not see the lowlights, but you'll see the highlights for sure.
Okay, what else?
Coming off McKnight at the movies, some movie news. We all know that the movie nobody asked for, Happy Gilmore 2, is going to be coming out.
Such a Debbie Downer.
They're done writing it. Why would you want a sequel to that movie?
Because I love Adam Sandler, and it takes me back to my youth.
Enjoy watching Travis Kelce in the movie.
Please name your favorite recent Adam Sandler movie of the last 5 years.
Hustle.
That's a comedy. Go.
Uncut Gems.
Name it.
Not a comedy.
No, I thought it was funny when he died.
Herbie Halloween.
Probably not one in the last 5 years.
No.
5?
No.
Try 10.
Yeah.
When was the one
15.
he did with Brooklyn Decker? That one was funny. The one where they go to Hawaii.
That has to be a 15-year-old.
Is that 15 years old?
Probably, yeah.
What is that? Just Go With It?
Just Go With It, yeah.
2011.
Get out of here.
Carm.
50 First Dates was 2004.
Well, yeah, that I knew. I mean, that's old. Yeah, you're probably right. I don't know that there's a great comedy in the last 5 years. There's 2 better dramas than there are comedies in the last 5 years. Hustle was good.
Yeah.
And you said it, Uncut Gems was really good.
Yeah, those movies are good.
Yeah, he hasn't made a funny one, I guess, in a while.
But neither of those movies were Happy Madison movies, were they?
Oh, they weren't? I don't
think
know.
those
Well,
were just
Uncut Gems definitely.
No.
was.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Because that was the Safdie brothers.
That was the Safdie brothers, yes. Hustle,
when
know.
he's a dramatic actor in other people's projects, he's fantastic.
He's pretty good, yeah.
It just seems like this is going to be a cameo fest.
Yeah, that does. It does feel
I
that
heard
way.
that the other wasn't he telling Fallon that he has like
all the golfers.
Yeah,
every golfer on tour is going to be
Travis
in it. Kelsey's going to be in it. Like you're right, it's just going to be cameos.
Yeah, it's probably going to stink. But you know what? Like maybe just for a brief moment, it takes us back to when we were young and we loved Adam Sandler.
Maybe not.
Probably
it was
not.
Just complete
I don't think it's going to be
silliness.
the new Beverly Hills Cop.
You know? Yeah, that was good. They did a good job with
Do you
that.
remember Grown Ups and Grown Ups 2?
Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of those.
I've heard of them.
Waddle loves them.
I watched them. I watched them both.
Were they good?
I laughed at Grown Ups. Grown Ups 2, not so much.
Yeah, that's what I heard. I don't even think I saw the second one. I saw the first
I mean,
one.
you put David Spade and all those guys, Rob Schneider.
Yeah.
You put
This
them
is the
all in a
whole
movie
crew.
together, Kevin James.
They're all going to be
You can
in,
do it once and you can laugh about it. The second time you do it, it's not funny no
they're
more.
all going to be in Happy Gilmore too.
I just like it. Isn't that the film that that they're all hanging out and they're like at a pool or something or a beach?
they're
and-
like a summer vacation.
Yeah,
home,
it's a
right?
summer vacation home.
And
they go
they're
to.
all together, right?
Yeah.
These guys who look the way they look.
Sandler's married
And then-
to Catherine
Yeah,
Zeta-Jones.
and there's
And then they're playing
it's-
basketball against
yeah.
the other high school team. That
it's
they were
like
going
10,
after.
10, 10, 10,
Yeah.
10 across the board.
Yeah.
They're all married to tens.
Yeah.
Sure.
Steve
Okay, pal.
Buscemi. Steve
Yeah, right.
Buscemi's on the
All
other
these
end.
troll-looking dudes.
Zeta Jones.
Yeah.
They crawl out of their parents' basement. And they're all with tens. Sure. Okay.
And the second one involves like a high school reunion.
Yeah, like
And like Stone Cold Steve Austin's in it too.
I got to give Adam Sandler credit, right? Like he's like made these movies where the love interests are Catherine Zeta-Jones, Brooklyn Decker,
Yeah.
Jennifer Aniston.
That's how all the old comedies used to be, though. All the
who's
old
the one
sitcoms.
with Spanglish? Who is that? She's a smoke show. The one in
Yeah.
Spanglish. Is it? I'm blanking on her name, but she's smoking.
She was in Bad Boys.
Yes, she's smoking, and nothing wrong with Tia Leone either. By the way, she's another smoke show.
That's who I was mentioning.
Yeah, Tia
Tia
Leone,
Leone.
the
Who's the other one?
Spanish girl. that
Paz
falls for him.
Vega?
Paz Vega.
Oh,
She's
right,
hot.
right.
Yeah.
Like he just has all these every beautiful woman he can find, all of a sudden's in love with him in these movies. It's hilarious. I love it. All right, is that it?
That's the lunch
Selma
rush.
Hayek.
Was she
Is
in
that
one?
who
Was
you're
she-
trying to think
no,
of?
Paz Vega. Paz Vega. Yeah.
Somebody sent it to me, so I just mentioned.
Selma Hayek's another one. Ooh, Madon. All right, that's the lunch rush brought to you by Fry the Coop. It's Carmen and Jurko. We'll be right back.